Hey everyone, it's Andy with Guitar Interactive Magazine, and I've got here for review a Palmer DACCAPO Reamp box. Now, reamping is the opposite side of the coin to DIing. So in DIing a guitar, you record without going through an amplifier, and you use a DI box to get your levels and impedance correct for going straight to an audio interface. Well, reamping is the opposite side, where you take your DI signal that you've recorded and you feed it out from an output on your audio interface via a reamp box, and then that sets the levels and sorts out the impedance mismatch for you so that you get a proper kind of guitar type signal hitting your pedals or your amplifier. And that's basically what this does. It's a passive box, it's got no power requirement, you don't even get an LED anywhere on it. It's literally a transformer, some sockets, switches and a handful of resistors, and that's about it. So in use, what do you do with it? On the one end, you've got an XLR in, which I just use a microphone lead to connect from a balanced output on my interface. And on the other end, a standard 1/4" mono jack socket and a level control. Two more small switches. One is a ground lift switch there. That's useful because your interface and your amplifier are possibly going to be plugged into different earth points, which can generate earth hoopla, and we'll have a look at that in just a moment. And the other switch there is used for setting the nominal line level of your interface. I actually found that this box had quite enough headroom on it that it almost didn't matter where I set that one, so don't worry too much about it, but it's nice to have if you think you might need it. In use, what does it sound like? Well, it sounds pretty much like a guitar plugged into an amp to me. It's always kind of difficult when you review something like a reamp box because it depends on so many things that have gone before it. What the guitar was, what kind of DI it went into, how it was recorded, what audio interface it's come out by. But ultimately, you can kind of plug it in, set the level and go, and it just sounds right. So absolutely brilliant. Real big shock for me was when I actually had a look online to find out what the price of these things was, and it cost a fraction of what I expected it to be. I've used reamp boxes in the past that have struggled to get a good level to actually hit the front of the amplifier properly, and this one will take maximum line level input of 22 dBu, I think it is, and it's unity gain out with this switched all the way over to full. So plenty of output to hit the front of your amp properly. Let's take a look, see what it sounds like. So there's the level control. And there's the ground lift. So there you go, the Palmer DACCAPO Reamp box. It's small, it's light, it's very yellow, and it does a fantastically good job of making the output from your audio interface sound as though it's coming out of a guitar. It's cheap enough, it doesn't break the bank to pick one up in case you ever want to do any reamping or even just have a play with it, and it's certainly good enough to keep around for serious work after that. So, Andy Picker with Guitar Interactive Magazine, hope that's of use to you, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye now.